Hey guys, wanted to jump into a short should you read on The Explorers Guild by John Baird and Kevin Costner, illustrated by Rick Ross. I really was excited about this book. I was walking through the library, kind of caught my eye, was, in its own little stand on a shelf, and I saw Kevin Costner. I was like, what? Kevin Costner wrote a book? Yeah, it's that Kevin Costner. It's really exciting. It's kind of a mashup of like Tintin, and they have part comic strip, part text, and the artwork is marvelous in it. It's one of those really exciting, fun to, just looking at it's beautiful. You can even take the dust cover off and it's beautiful underneath.
Something I really want to show you guys is the marvelous artwork in this thing. I mean, the cover is fantastic. The inside covers are nice. You got Explorers Guild stuff. I mean, just artwork in here is marvelous. As you flip through, let me show you. You have the comic part of it. That's spaced through with writing. Something else. Each book has a ending in there. If you see that. Look at that. Just marvelous art all the way through. So, wanted to show you that.
So looking at that artwork, it just is marvelous to behold. One of the things that you want to have on a shelf. And I'm going to buy it mostly because I think it's the kind of book where you need to read it slow. I was, trying to do book reviews, really trying to push it out, get it done, and I think that killed my enjoyment of it. On Goodreads, I'm going to review it if you want to follow the link down below. It's going to be, for me, a 3-star review. I really felt like when you went from graphic to text, the whole story just went brrr. And I think if you read it over a certain amount of time, the minute you go back into the text, if you're having a little bit of a struggle, set it back on your coffee table, come back to it in a day or two, and then you can hop right back into it. Go through that text, through the next bit of comic, and then put it back down for a little bit. I think you'd really enjoy it that way. The way I was doing it, trying to rush and get it done because I needed to get it back to the library, it just didn't work. I found myself skipping the text, honestly. There were times when it was describing things, or we were going through a room or something like that, and we were just going through text, and I kind of scanned it and skipped to the comics again. And I don't want to say that I know everything about this book, because I did skip probably 35, 40 pages. And I don't feel like I missed anything, which is probably not good for the book, but it was engaging of enough story. The ending pulls you back in, makes you want the next installment. It ends on a cliffhanger that makes you go, wow, really? That's what they did there. And so exciting to see what comes next. I'm going to buy it. I'm going to have it on a coffee table, and I'm going to read it slowly this next time. So I would recommend you pick it up if you're into Tintin, if you're into a quick adventure story. Really, the book is broken up into 5 books. So you could even read the small sub-books, where book 1's really going through the introduction, book 2, the getting the team together, book 3, getting to the mission started, book 4, getting there, book 5, the finish of the mission. So really, these guys are looking for a lost city of Shambhala, or I'm saying it wrong, but the ancient Nepalese mystical city, right? And so you're following this group of guys that are hardened warriors. Really, John Ogden, the main guy, is like the most notorious dragoon in the whole British Army during World War One. And his team of guys are who we send in. And you have the mysterious Mr. Sloan, you have young Bertram Barnes, who's a kid, and just a cool group of side characters who are crazy and whimsical. Certain soldiers that get in fistfights everywhere they go, soldiers that are kids. There's a certain actress that's it throughout the whole thing with the group, and she's pretty neat. She's kind of a retired actress, I guess. Just really interesting how the whole story kind of, you had all these pieces coming in and out and coming together, and so it was interesting. But when it went from comic to text, it pulled me straight out of the story, and so that's why I think you really need some time to digest. On beauty alone, it's something I think you should have on your bookshelf. I mean, it's gorgeous. It really, really is beautiful. And I think if you're willing to give it a shot, if your library has it, maybe read the first book. And then if you're into it, go ahead and pick it up and own it and read it slowly. Don't do like I did. Don't rush through saying, hey, I got 2 weeks from the library. I got to get this thing back, and just flake out on it. I really had to rush through it, and it killed the enjoyment for me. Really excited, guys. January 6th, we're doing the book club for Bookie Club. If you haven't heard me talk about it yet, it's an online book club where you have a chat feature. You're able to vote on the next book in the series. And so we're currently in line to be reading Leviathan Wakes. It's awesome. Follow the link down in the description. It'll take you right over there. You get an email invitation and weekly newsletters. We're going to do polls on what our favorite parts of the books are, discussion chats. We're going to set up all kinds of cool stuff. It'll be with me on Leviathan Wakes, most likely. Really excited. Hope you guys join us in that. All my other social medias are linked down in the description. It would be really exciting to speak with you guys on Twitter or Goodreads or Discord. Thank you guys so much. I love you. Goodbye.